My name is Laura Caruso, and I attended the Male Female Yes Please student dialogue. I believe that in my dialogue we did accomplish a true dialogue. At first, it was kind of awkward, and people were quiet and didn't really want to open up. But after a while, people started talking, people got more comfortable with each other, which made it a lot better because it was really awkward before that. Um, There was definitely some active voices. One guy particularly talked. He wanted to answer every single question. But I think that the leaders did a good job of they would ask, they'd be like, does someone else want to speak? You've already spoken. So they did a good job of trying to get everybody to participate instead of just him, which was very good. That made them, they were very organized and in control of the thing. And then they also were very open to talk with us, which made us more comfortable to talk with them and helped us to achieve a true dialogue. Um, I think I played a fairly good role. I didn't talk about everything, but I did share my timeline that we had to fill out. We had to choose something in our lives that was important to us or helped define us and make a timeline of how it has affected us throughout our entire lives. And I shared mine about how my religion has affected me throughout my life, all the way from when I was a little kid and my father was a pastor until now coming to college and the things I've become involved in and what it's helped me to do and how it's an important part of my life, just as um, male, female, yes, please showed us how labels like transgender, transsexual, transvestite, how those can be labels that affect people's lives. I honestly didn't know that there were so many labels out there that affected people. I mean, when I see a box that says male or female, I don't think twice about it. But now, after going to the new student dialogue, I do understand that there are other people out there that do have to think and that do have a hard time with coping with who they are. Because a lot of people, including me, don't know a lot about what a transgender or a transvestite and the differences between them really are. So when we hear about it, it's hard for us to be able to just accept it. We might judge them before we even get to know them, before we even get to know their situation. And those are the kind of things that can make those people feel uncomfortable. And I think that the dialogue really helped me to see that there are other kind of people out there and we do need to be careful with how we react because they may have not chosen it by choice. It may be something that they've struggled with their entire lives, and by not giving them a fair opportunity to be who they really are, then it's just going to make them uncomfortable. It really showed me a lot about being careful with just going and judging people before you really know. It also showed me the different kinds. Like, I had no idea there were so many different types of transgenders and transsexuals, cross dressers. We had to go around and there were words on big white sheets. There were transgender, gender fluid, transsexual, um, all kinds of words. There was probably about 7 or 8 different ones, and we had to write what we knew about them. And comparing what we wrote before we learned to after we talked, nobody knew anything about what all the different things were. So it definitely helped to see that just because we've heard the words before and we think we know what those people are or we think we know what they go through, we really have no idea. We have no idea what it's like to see male or female and have to think about it or have to feel offended because we are scared about how other people are going to react to how we are. So it definitely showed me that we need to definitely be careful with what we say to other people and how we approach other people about subjects like that. Um, I definitely think the new student dialogue is a good thing for Library 100. It helps you learn that sometimes you might be in uncomfortable situations, just like our dialogue was to begin with, where nobody was talking, but that you have to put yourself out there. You have to be willing to get a conversation started. And by doing that, you can learn a lot. And you also have to learn that whenever you are having a conversation like that, you have to be very careful in what you say, because there are people out there that could get offended about things that you don't think you might be saying wrong, but you don't really have the background knowledge that maybe you should to be judging them. So I definitely think it was a good idea to have the new student dialogue in the class. And I did learn a lot about being careful with what you say to others, and just knowing that labels can hurt people and can affect what they are in life. So we all need to be considerate and polite with what we do with ourselves and what we say to others. But I did enjoy my new student dialogue, male, female, yes, please. And I learned a lot from it. And that's my video blog.